These are some pork back ribs. Some sauces here. Complement them. What were these marinated in?
I just put I'll show you. Garlic powder and this stuff I got at the organic store. It's
Hold on to the light there.
It's vegan Worcestershire sauce. It has a lot of organic ingredients in it. Onion powder and soy sauce and apple cider vinegar. It's usually put on ribs anyways. And there's organic ginger, organic cayenne pepper, shiitake mushrooms, allspice, and lemon. Alright.
So what's the barbecue preheated to?
Well, the needle's saying 400 or so, right? We want to get her down to like 200 to 225. And I cut one burner off. We're running on one burner now. So we'll give it a whirl. We're at 250.
250, so we brought the temperature down a bit.
Zoom in on the temperature.
Ribs have been cooking here for a bit. Check the underbellies of them there. A little bit hot, eh?
We'll help to use some of these. Starting to pull back from the bone a little bit. Cook them like this for another hour probably, and then put some barbecue sauce on them.
Cook the meaty side a bit.
We've got two special types of barbecue sauce to use this evening.
We're going to mix it up and put one on one and do a taste test.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
Got a little brown to them there.
I don't want to burn the tops too much because it's not too, it doesn't look too good and it doesn't taste too good. I'm just going to move it over here. The hot sides. Which side?
Sure, rotate them.
This is the hot side, so this is the bigger side. There we go. Maybe we'll leave them like that for another 15-20 minutes and then put some sauce on them.
What do you got for a temperature reading there?
250, stable at 250, so we're good there. We're doing good.
Probably just leave them on that side.
I think
Maybe just rotate them.
yeah. This side's a hot side, the other side's a cold side, but
So you're just rotating them around right now.
see how they're starting to pull back from the bones here a little bit? So we're looking for, we want them, when you grab them from the tongs here, you want to get a snap from them, but they're not snapping yet, so.
So like we said earlier, we got two different types of barbecue sauces, and we're going to try one on each rack of ribs. And maybe Jeff, you can tell us a little bit about each one.
Yeah, sure. I got this here, it's Canadian Club from the grocery store up the road. It's a tried and tested version of very good barbecue sauce. It contains Canadian Club rye whiskey, one of our best whiskeys that come out of this country. Then we have this one here that comes from Aurelia, Ontario, and this is a very nice barbecue sauce too. From the taste of it, it's called the Yikes barbecue sauce with a kick. It's got 40% maple syrup in it, and it also contains a healthy amount of habanero peppers. So
It's got a bit of a kick to it.
we're gonna have a little surprise tonight. it
So
seems.
Jeff here is basting on the Yikes sauce.
See, this is from the Everything Maple from Aurelia, Ontario. It's real maple syrup, great spices, and a few habaneros to add some kick.
So you're just basting it on with a spoon there. Get it all over.
Spooning it on just a little bit at a time.
You could probably use a brush, but it's not necessary if you don't have a brush nearby. Maybe you have at the cottage and limited supplies.
So we make do with what we got, and it's a little tiny spoon.
That's right. You can get it on all over there.
We're just panning it on evenly. I tell you, this is a really nice barbecue sauce too. I had a little sample in the kitchen, and it's got some definitely kick to it, and it has a very, very nice body of maple syrup base to it.
Yeah, you're right. I stole a little bit of a sample too, and I can still taste it in my mouth right now.
Okay, so we're done with the Yikes here. We're going to move on to the Canadian Club and let these guys broil for a bit.
I've had the Canadian Club with you before, and pretty much can't go wrong with it. It's got a good look.
This is tried and tested as chicken and ribs. Contains prunes and all sorts of good stuff. Tomato paste, vinegar, spices, apple puree, and nothing but the Canadian Club
know
whiskey.
that whiskey and beer, you can't go wrong if you're putting on your food in the barbecue.
I don't think I could drink this though.
No, yeah.
It's a little bit more runnier than our Yikes sauce, so it seems to pan on a little easier without the spoon.
One of the things we were talking about earlier in the preparation of your ribs is a lot of people make the mistake of boiling their ribs.
That's what we were talking about earlier, and a lot of people like to parboil their ribs, and that means like you're gonna put them in a bunch of water, and a lot of the juices that come out of the ribs are great for stew, but it's not great for barbecue.
It's almost like making a stew when you're doing that. You're extracting all the juices and the flavor out of the ribs.
Well, that's the total opposite of barbecue.
Yeah.
In my opinion, anyways.
You want the juices in there.
You want the juices in there. You want them to render down into a nice, solid, tasty rib. You don't want to have that leaked out into your pot of soup unless you're making
As
soup.
you see now, the sauce that we just put on a few minutes ago, maybe about 5 minutes ago, it's actually starting to caramelize now, and it's baking in with the meat. So far so good. We're having a good outcome. And one thing about BBQlog that we always want to remember is that BBQlog is for your everyday barbecuing. And sometimes you fail, but we always hope that you succeed. But sometimes, if you do fail, put it on the log also, because everybody can learn from their mistakes, and everybody can learn from other people's mistakes. But we always hope for the best. And I think we're going to have a really good set of ribs. We could bring these racks to a competition. I don't think there'd be a problem with that. I think we might win a cup. Might win a cup maybe one day. But we'll see how they go as we go along.
Remind everybody that these are commercial sauces that we purchased at an ordinary grocery store. These aren't custom sauces. We haven't made these ourselves.
That's right. You can try everything you see here at home from the commercial sauces. You just have to find the right grocery store to buy it.
And you pick your weapon.
All right, so it's about time to take these ribs off the grill. We'll test as to how much they're actually peeling off the bone. I can see it separating. Oh yeah, it separates real easy.
Good.
So yeah, they're about ready.
Those nice racks of ribs coming in here for tonight. Well, here we are, folks, the finale of our barbecue escapades. This is the result of about 4 to 6 hours of grilling, and I had a little sample myself, and it's very tasty. It's coming off the bone, very nice.